What's up, everybody? John 5XR here, coming to you from beautiful upstate New York on the southern border of the Pennsylvania line. And this is my family's summer retreat that I've been coming to since I was born, essentially, and riding on almost since I was born. So now I'm here 37 years later, and I'm on a 2015 Honda Grom right now. And what we're going to do is put these Shinko Mobber tires to the test. There's some wonderful single track trails, dirt roads, gravel roads, paved roads, rocks, peat moss, sort of soft ground, some mud. And I'm going to try to hit almost every one of those for you here today on this little kind of review thing I'm doing. So basically I put the Shinko Mobbers on front and rear, and I did the 130/70s on the front as well. Had to do a little bit of fender mod to get them on there, but my thought was that they looked really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and shake this thing down. So let's hit some single track trails, and got some surprises along the way. We'll see how the Shinko Mobbers handle them at speed. We'll try to hit them a little bit faster and get a reaction out of them. Alright, so that was a really, really fast run up. There's a lot of rocks. A couple of them caught me off guard, but man, these things dug deep and just powered through. Whew, a little bit out of breath. Don't do this too often up here. Usually ride pretty hard back home in Florida, so I will probably do a similar run back. This looks pretty fun down here, so we'll check that out. Down for a minute here on the way down this hill. Probably breathing way too heavy for the camera right now anyway, so this little tree gets me off guard. I don't know whether to pop wheelie it or just roll it. I'll try to pop wheelie it. Good. The full set of Olin shocks sure helps on this stuff too. This may not look steep, but it is. So I usually just kind of coast down it in second. So I think what I'll do, instead of going down what I came up, I can cut over here and go to get on a pavement road. And I'll see how they feel on the pavement road. Try to rock second gear for a little bit here. These little dual tracks are a little bit deceiving. You never know what's in the middle, especially up here in New York with all the rocks. They're kind of hidden under this grass. It's a little concerning sometimes. And however, on the left and right sides of you, on your shoulders, you end up getting some raspberry bushes sometimes that'll snag your jersey or your skin. Alright, so alright, so now we're on some pavement, not the prettiest of pavement, good country road pavement. Give the bike a little bit of a cool down. It's actually not too hot for doing that. Alright, so we spent a little bit of time on some pavement, but I'm not really a pavement kind of guy or corner carver, so I'm not going to be the best to tell you how these things work on the pavement. So I'm just going to give you a general feel. And I mean, you know, I had the Maxxis dual sport tires on here first, and they don't feel all that different. The biggest difference is going to be that fatter front. I mean, you definitely feel like a delayed kind of reaction in the front, kind of like the back is wanting to go faster than the front. It's definitely a weird feel, but not unmanageable. So I'm curious to see when I get it back down to Florida how it works in the sandier soil down there and the harder pack soil of my mini moto backyard course. So alright, so now we're transitioning onto some gravel. And like I said, I'm not even a gravel rider because we just don't have it in Florida, so we'll just kind of ride normal. But so far it feels pretty decent. Let's see how they lock up. You know, the rear locks up as expected. So now we have a bigger dirt road. This is an actual public road here in upstate New York, so it's most recently been used by a logging truck right at this point, so it's a little tore up, but it's about a 30-35 mile an hour little cruise right here. And the mobbers feel really planted. It's pretty impressive. You know, it essentially feels like a dirt bike. And this is the only time, besides this time next year, that these mobbers will probably experience this type of road condition. So, see this big rock right here? Yeah, normally you'd be back down home in Florida, you know, racing around our supermoto track and our backyard motocross tracks. So, this is pretty rare. So, this is a great place to test these tires. We do a couple of woods races per year with our Groms, and the Woodsman Cup doesn't allow knobby tires at all, so these wouldn't be used there. But the Barber Small Bore Creek Bottom Classic that we just did a couple months ago, or last month actually, was an awesome woods race that these tires would have just dominated in. and one of the guys in that race had the prototype set on his bike, and he just killed. All right, so that's the end of my little back road there, and the rest of these roads they're cool dual sporting roads, but you know, not really exciting enough for me to show you what the tires can actually do. That was a really good ride. It's really quick. I'm getting old because my knees are hurting me from it, but you can see, you know, there's no chunks missing. Nothing abnormal that I can see, and the only thing I'm really worried about actually is them flicking some gnarly rocks right up into my cylinder head. But hey, that happens, it happens. So I definitely can recommend the Mobber tires, and I also got a set for my 2019 Honda Monkey. We're gonna set that up though with the correct front size, unlike the Grom, which has the rears both front and rear. And with that, it definitely does add a little bit of weird steering feel to it. It felt a little bit more grippy in the front with the smaller Maxxis on there, and you know, it's probably not the best decision in the world, but yeah, back to the Mobbers in the front. The scrambler tracker style of look is just really, really cool. I think that fat front tire look is awesome. And since I'm not racing the bike, or I'm not doing anything insane with it, competitive wise, just having fun with it, thrashing around, doing random stuff, I chose the cool look over the function. I chose the form over the function, I guess you could say. So yeah, definitely it would handle better with the lower profile front tire on it. But that's the only takeaway I can basically find out of the bike, or the tires right now, is that they you know, they're extremely grippy, but that the rear tire in the front is just adds a loose feel to it. I mean, kind of like a Trail 70 unpredictable, you know, I'm not really sure if I trust doing anything too crazy kind of feel to it. And with that, I couldn't recommend going with the 130 fronts on the front. I'd have to say definitely stick to the 120, the lower profile on the front, and that'll keep your confidence where it needs to be. And like I said, with the Monkey getting the correct aspect front and rear, we'll definitely feel the difference, because that's a really similar bike, and I'm comfortable on that bike just as I'm comfortable on this bike. So definitely a good purchase. However, if you're going Grom, I'd most certainly recommend the lower profile front. And it's also worth noting that I had to raise the front fender up to support that increase in tire size. So you're definitely going to want to consider that if you do use the fatter rear tire in the front, you're going to have to adjust your front fender. Basically have to take it just a notch up, and then you can clear that big fat tire in the front. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my ride here. Thanks for watching. Whether you're a current subscriber or a new visitor to my channel, I hope you enjoyed this little review of the Mobber and my tour of my childhood domain of upstate New York and my dual sport riding paradise, where you can jump from single track to two track to gravel to dirt to concrete, all in the oh, they weren't too happy. Old people in golf carts. Probably, that's a 50-50 gonna get a wave back. I definitely didn't get a wave back on that one. You have to review the footage. But anyways, thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, I sure hope you choose to do so. If not after watching this video, after checking out some of my other videos, or doing a lot of stuff with the Honda Monkey. And the Grom was kind of already set up, so not really doing too many videos about the Grom and the technical details, but doing a lot of riding videos with the Grom. So check back often, as I'm gonna have a huge dump of footage from this trip. So thanks again, and we'll catch you next time. And once again, thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe.